All right, cool creatures. Happy Thursday. We are on our last chapter, chapter 12 of The Chocolate Touch. I have to take one of my kitties to the vet this morning, so I'm getting the videos up, but our answer sheets are going to be up at about noon when I get back. All right, but you will have your question sheets that you can work on today, and I'll have the answers for yesterday up at around noon. All right, so Shushu and I are ready and excited for this last chapter of The Chocolate Touch. When we last left John, he was running home from the store where he got the piece of chocolate. Let's see what he finds. The front door was open, and John rushed into the living room where he had left his mother. She was not there now, but on the chair was a small, wet lace handkerchief. John ran into the dining room and onto the kitchen. As he came to the kitchen door, he heard the ring of silver against crockery. Then he saw a wonderful sight. His mother arranging the coffee things on a tray. He dashed into the kitchen and flung his arms around his mother's waist, sobbing and laughing with joy and relief. There, said Mrs. Midas, stroking the hair from John's forehead. You've had a very disturbing day, dear, but in a few minutes we're all going to have supper and everything will be fine again. Goodness, I do believe I need some coffee myself. I felt so strange just then in the other room. I really don't know what came over me. The door from the garden opened, and Mr. Midas came in. Before we settle down, Mrs. Midas said to John, have a glass of good cold milk. You look so hot. So they didn't know what had happened to her. Well, John thought, he certainly wouldn't scare them by telling them. He watched gratefully as his mother took a frosty blue jug from the refrigerator and poured from it a glassful of icy, creamy milk. Trembling with nervousness, John tilted the glass against his open mouth. The liquid flowed in and down his throat and remained purely milky, deliciously milky, tasting of nothing but fresh, clean milk. After the first long, wonderful gulps, he suddenly recalled that he had not thanked the storekeeper for saving his mother. Mother, he said, may I go out for a moment? I'll be right back. All right, John, she said, but supper will be ready in 10 minutes. Don't keep us waiting. John ran briskly down the street until he came to the corner where he always turned right when he was going to Susan's house. There he turned left instead and started along the 2 blocks of unfamiliar streets leading to the candy store. Soon he came to the corner where the red brick building had been. But there was no building, and no store, and of course, no storekeeper. In the corner lot, there was nothing to be seen but a heap of rusty tin cans and broken bottles surrounding a signboard with new lettering that said, sold. All right, so John did have a pretty big day, but I think he learned something through this whole experience. The storekeeper, the proprietor, talked to him about something in specific, about this idea of being greedy. Everything had to be what John wanted when he wanted. He had to learn to care about other people. And the one thing that John always wanted was chocolate. So he learned through this experience to think about other people and accept other experiences, other points of view, and also to eat healthier, make better choices. And being healthy is something that made his mom really happy. So do you think, cool creatures, that John is going to think more about what's good for his parents, his family, his friends, and his physical self, his body? Do you think that he learned a lot during this journey. I can't wait to talk to you about this a little bit more on Friday. All right, I'm going to get our chapter 12 worksheet up. I love you dearly. Bye-bye.